looping statements and jumping statements. Here, control statements are used in a programming language to cause the flow of control to advance and branch based on the changes to state of the program. First one, selection statement. What are the go for the selection statements? Is a conditional statements. These are the conditional statements. The selection statements are used in a program to choose different paths of execution based upon the outcome of an expression or the state of a variable. The conditional statements, first the condition will check what we are giving the condition, is it is right or wrong, the condition will check. Here using conditional statements are going for the if else, nested if, like that. Using if and if else statements, nested if statements, using switch statements, switch case break statements, and conditional operators. So go for the one by one explanation. The if and if else statements. If and if else statements. First one, principles of form, means syntax of the if statements. First, if is a keyword. If we are giving the condition between brackets and open the brace, the statements we are giving following respectively we are giving the statements. If you are using the if else statement, the syntax is quite little bit of difference from if and if else statements. If the condition and go for the statements, the brace is closed. Else statements, else the open brace and statements, means if you are using the single if, there is no need to else statement, just we are putting the only if, the condition will check once only. The condition will check once only. If it is true or false, the condition will visit only, then go followed by the statements will execute. If else statements means the condition, if condition, the statements will executed. If it is true condition, the if block will execute. If it is false, the else block is will executed. So if condition statements, else there is no conditions, only it will be executing the statements. Next one, if and else. If else statements, the condition, if the condition is the if the condition and else statements. So we are using the multiple ifs is called as the nested if. When we are using the multiple if statements, it will be called as the nested if. The flowchart of if and if else statements, how they can be executed, I will show you through flowchart. If the condition block is if it is true the statement, the true statement will execute, otherwise the program will quit. When you are using the if else statements, first the condition will execute. If it is the condition is true, the statement will execute. If it is the condition is false, the else statement will execute. Then only quit for the program. The example of if else and nested if statements. If a greater than b, the first block condition is true, the first block will executed. If the condition is false, else block will executed. In nested if means the program will write public static void main into variable we are taking, the condition we have to apply a greater than or equals to 10, a or and a less than or equal to 10 and a greater than 0. The valid number is the 5. First block is will executed. We have to taken the one more if condition. The statement will executed. Then only we are following by the else statement. If it is the condition is satisfied, first block will executed. If the condition is satisfied, second block will executed. Otherwise, the else statements will executed. This is the if statements. And if else ladder, the statement we are given, first expression will take the statement. If it is false, the left side else body will execute it. If it is true, the go for the next if conditional, then go for the again these two blocks are executing with the statement. The one more example is if else ladder. Public static void में boolean value data type is the boolean, val is equals to false. If val condition we are giving, val means false, if statement is false, the system will, val is false, so it won't execute. Else if a less than 0, the system will negative value. If else if a greater than 0, the system is positive value. Next, otherwise these two statements are wrong, the one more else statement will execute, that is the a is equals to 0 and quit the programs. Next, switch statement. These are the related to the jumping statements. The switch statement of Java is another selection statement that defines different paths of execution of a program. Different cases we are use when you are using the switch statement, definitely we are using case and break statements. So we are giving the optional, we are giving the selected statement. If it is more efficient that the if statement means if condition it will be check only once. The switch statement we are giving the particular selected option, they go for only selected options. The expression must be of type int, short, byte or character. We are giving the particular option into the case, particular option into the case. The selection in the switch statements is determined by the values between the parentheses after the keyword switch and the expressions. Next one is the break statement. When we are completing executing the case blocks, the break statement will execute the quit of that block only within the program. There is no go for another statements. There is no visit for another statements. Break statement is used in each sequence case value statement to determine this sequence. The break statement is optional in the switch statement. The syntax of switch statements. First we are giving the expression, means switch, we are selecting the particular expression. First case 1, the case 1 statement will execute, immediately go for the break statement. If it is selected to the case 2 statement, that is also go for the execution. Case 3 we are selecting, go for the